Hey everybody, welcome to another video from yours truly, Tranquil Blab. Today we're doing another random fact generator video based on the views. These aren't as popular as my role plays, but I have quite a bit of fun doing these. It's fun to break the fourth wall and just kind of talk to you like an audience and learn some stuff together. So without further ado, we'll just get right into it. And I hope you enjoy this. I turned the gain on the microphone down a little bit. There is a air conditioning unit right outside my window, and I've noticed that it picks up on the mic pretty easily. So I'm hoping to cut down on the hum that you all hear. Okay. Right out the gate. Oh, before I start, mentalfloss.com, amazing fact generator. They got a pretty cool little setup here. Also, thank you all for the birthday wishes. I had a really good day, and part of my birthday gift to myself is this video. I know, like I mentioned, it's not as popular, but I enjoy it, so I'm doing it. Okay. Amazing fact generator. On August 10th, 1984, Red Dawn became the first movie to be released with a PG-13 rating. It's kind of interesting. I remember they wanted a rating scale between PG and R, and that's when they came up with the PG-13. That also tells you that if you watch certain PG movies before 1984, they probably should have been PG-13 because some of them are pretty risky, to be honest. Okay. The odds of giving birth to a baby at 12:01 a.m. on January 1st are around 1 in 526,000. Roughly the same as the odds of getting struck by lightning. It'd be kind of cool to have your kid right on the new year. It's very unlikely though. Amelia Earhart and Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm just gonna leave it in. Amelia Earhart and Eleanor Roosevelt once sneaked out of a White House event, commandeered an airplane and went on a joyride to Baltimore. Pretty badass. Pretty cool, honestly. I'm just gonna apologize now for my dyslexia. I have to repeat words a lot, which might be beneficial to ASMR. Cicadas have been known to confuse the roar of power tools for a mating call, sometimes swarming people using lawnmowers. Wow. If you don't know what a cicada is, it is a very loud bug that comes out in the Midwest, maybe the South in the United States. Literally comes out of the ground. They stay underground for 7 years, and they come out during the summer months. And without giving away too much of where I live, the cicadas are literally singing right now outside. So late summer, where I live, we got cicadas. They're loud. Strangely enough, I kind of like the noise of the cicadas, even though it's terrible. They're literally just like screaming out there. But it reminds me of being a kid and running around outside, so I actually like it. I keep closing these ads for jewelry, but they're just going to keep popping up. Grace Jones has a lifetime ban from Disney World. Forgive me, don't know who Grace Jones is. Probably should look it up. And also forgive me, a lifetime ban from Disney World. Maybe not the worst thing in the world. Just kidding. I've been to Disney World. It was fun. I had a good time. But a a little known random fact for my audience about yours truly, Mr. Tranquil Blab. I'm more of a Studio Ghibli kind of guy than Disney. Stacy Ferguson voiced Sally Brown, Charlie Brown's kid sister, on several Peanut cartoons produced in the 80s. Interesting. Yeah, that's really strange. Goosebumps are actually caused by a muscle. It is called the erector pili muscle. Did I say that correctly? That's interesting. I rarely get goosebumps unless something is very, very scary. Oh, I think we did that one last time I did this. Let's skip over that. Danny DeVito is an experienced hairdresser. Okay, good job, Danny DeVito. You can act and you can cut hair. So if you're cutting hair and you do a terrible job, you are able to act like it's a good haircut. Cleopatra had a special lipstick made for her, consisting of a crushed mixture of ants and deep red carmine beetles. Okay, that's gross. You got bug lips, Cleopatra. It's gross. Oh my good God. Let's try to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Floxin, eosinophili faction. I did not pronounce that correctly. One of the longest words in the English language is the act of estimating that something is worthless. I would estimate that my pronunciation of this word is worthless, so let's move on. Nostrils take turns receiving the majority of the air you breathe, which explains why one is usually stuffier than the other. I'm breathing pretty good right now, although my allergies are terrible. I have to use Flonase like every day. It's not ideal, but this makes me feel a little more normal. The paint that coats the White House and Buckingham Palace is made by the same German company. Well, must be some very good paint. F. Scott Fitzgerald's full name is Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald. He was named after his distant relative Francis Scott Key, who wrote the words to the Star Spangled Banner. Interesting. There's a bunch of these facts where like a person famous for something else is either related or has an ulterior skill to something else. It's kind of cool. Okay. Blood makes up 8% of your total body weight. I guess that makes sense. You would think it would be more, but the actual blood and not the water in the blood is the blood. So, you'd have to dehydrate all the water out, and then you'd be left with whatever's left. Veterans Stadium, former home of the Philadelphia Eagles, featured a courtroom for handling rowdy fans. That tracks. I don't know too terribly much about sports. Well, I take it back. I don't know too terribly much about like very mainstream American sports, but I'm pretty sure Philly fans are known to be a little rowdy, so it makes sense to handle it in the stadium. Pretty funny. Blue whales may weigh up to twice as much as the largest dinosaur. Oh my God. It's pretty crazy. Blue whales are absolutely massive. I saw a exhibit once of like a design of a blue whale heart, and you could just walk through the ventricles. They're massive, massive animals. They're huge. Very, very fascinating. The U.S. Senate Rule XIX which is a number that I can't think of how to say right now in Roman numerals, which dates back to 1902, states that a U.S. senator cannot insult their colleagues. It's good, but maybe you need to insult them because they did something really silly. But insulting people isn't necessarily the fastest way to solve an obstacle, so maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, we don't know. The record for the longest tire skid was set in 1964 at Boonville Salt Flats in Utah. Good job, whoever did that. I'm gonna forget about this immediately after I click this next button. Wax modeling pioneer Madame Tussaud was nearly executed by guillotine during the French Revolution. Nearly executed. Does that mean was there an attempted guillotine on Madame Tussaud and she survived? Does she have an iron neck? Or did she not even go to the gallows? I'm going to not look this up, and I'm going to imagine that she was put in the guillotine and she was just so muscular that it didn't work. In Colombia, dried ants replaced popcorn as the typical movie theater snack. Oh my god, that's insane. That's hard pass. Although the dried ants is honestly probably healthier for you. There's probably more protein. I'm not a nutritionist, but that would just be my guess. But it's not gonna taste as good as some buttery ass popcorn. Extra butter. Oh my god, I don't know how to say words, everybody. The Kindra Bolton Boulder and Norway's Kinjirag Mountain was left in a crevasse during the last ice age. It's now a popular spot for base jumpers. Oh, I've seen this. It's like stuck in there. It's kind of cool, I guess. Can you imagine if that somehow got out, wedged in there, and fell? That would be a big noise. Maya Angelou was San Francisco's first black female streetcar conductor. Again, with the trend of famous people doing other things that are interesting. Good job, Maya Angelou. You've got some quotes that I like, so keep on keeping on. Keep on, conducting those streetcars. We'll do a couple more here. Walt Disney World is a surprisingly popular place for people to scatter their loved ones' ashes. Interesting. Disney, understandably, takes a strong stance against the practice, saying that anyone who brings human remains, wow, I can't talk, into the property will be kicked out. All right, Disney, chill out, dude. I mean, I get that you don't just want, people's ashes dumped right in what is suffering from ED. This trick will help you. Well, let's find out right now. No, just kidding. Obviously, Disney doesn't want you just dumping ashes right in front of, It's a Wonderful World ride, There would be a lot of parents having to explain what's going on to kids, but I feel like you could do that pretty discreetly, and it's just ashes. It's not like it's gonna pollute anything, so maybe relax, Disney. Maybe. You're a private company, you can do whatever you want. Blood curdling isn't just an expression. Research shows that watching horror movies can increase a certain clotting protein in our bloodstreams. Interesting. That's the researcher in me is very curious if it's just like cortisol, if it's adrenaline that curdles the blood, or if it's specifically like a scary encounter. It would be pretty cool if it was actually like linked to a spooky thing. Interesting. That's probably my favorite fact I've read so far. I like scary movies. When they're God, this ED thing, what is going on? And they got this chick here. It's silly. Apparently, my computer thinks that I have problems with ED. I like horror movies. If they're too much, though, like I've seen the Saw movies and Hostel, and that's just like too much. I'm just like, okay, what's the point of this besides just like gross out stuff? So, I'm very excited for Halloween. If you've watched this far into this video, I'm going to do some pretty cool. I hope they're pretty cool. I've got some ideas for some Halloween role plays. Halloween's my favorite holiday, so we'll see how it goes. Let's do one more here. There's a segment of the Berlin Wall in the men's bathroom of a Las Vegas casino. That's cool. That's a hell of an artifact to have. And what a weird place to put it. It would be a little more understandable if you framed it and put it in the main foyer of the casino, but to put it in the men's bathroom, why that? The women can't see it. Interesting. I'll have to go there. I got exclusive rights to look at this piece of history. Okay, everybody. I have to go to a fantasy football draft, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I thank you if you've made it this far. Thanks for letting me make videos like this, even though they may not be as popular